I love coffee shops. I love how a barista can take my preferences and work their magic for a delicious result. Kind of like our partners at iReady, who have created professional learning slides for every single lesson. All you have to do is sprinkle in your own flavor to engage students in grade level mathematics. Sound good? Well, we're going to tell you all about them in today's Coffee Chat. Hello, darlings. This is Melissa. Welcome to Coffee Chat, where we come and discuss best practices for math education here in Cincinnati Public Schools. I am here today with John P. Parker Elementary's math specialist extraordinaire, Miss Tracy Linville. Welcome to Coffee Chat, Tracy.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
So today we are going to talk about a time saver in your classroom that is already available with your iReady curriculum. I don't know if you knew this, but every single lesson in iReady, every session actually in iReady, comes with already created slides. And Miss Linville is a master of using these slides in her classroom and with her students. So we're going to talk to you a little bit about how they're structured and how you can use them. And I also want to talk about how to use Peardeck to enhance the course even more. I'm so excited, Miss Linville.
I am so excited too. There was a little feedback there. I know you were talking about using Peardeck with the slides also. So I hope everyone got that. I think the slides are an excellent way for a teacher who is not that familiar with iReady to get in the flow and be comfortable with all the routines, because the routines are the best part of iReady. The try, discuss, connect routine, the 3 reads, it really incorporates those math practices and gets our kids thinking about math and talking about math and doing the math. So if you go to your toolbox and open up your lesson plan, at the very bottom for every session, there will be a slide deck. And what's awesome about that is everything you need to communicate to your students is on the slides. Like, for instance, the first slide has our learning target. That's something we want to definitely make sure the kids know before they start a lesson. And it's right there for you. The warm-up, of course, is the next slide. And that is important for our kids to connect what they've learned, their prior lessons, their prior knowledge, and just get them into the math. Here is our first slide in our lesson, which is the start slide, which we use for our warm-up. That's a quick, easy way to get the kids thinking about the math, connecting what they're going to do today with their prior knowledge, with the lesson the day before. The next slide is where we get into those iReady routines. So it already tells you at the top, this is our try it. So when we present this to the kids, we know that word problems are sometimes challenging, especially when we have kids who are at all different reading levels, all different comprehension levels. That's why the 3 reads is so important. And look right here at the bottom. It shows you each time you read the question, what to ask the kids, what they're looking at each time they read it. So the first time they read the question, it tells you right here, what is the problem about? That's what they're going to be looking for the first time they read through. The second time they read the question, what are you trying to find out? That's what they need to be talking about and discussing with each other. And the last time you read through is what information is important. So right there, it helps you know what to say, how to direct the kids, how to do that 3 reads.
Now, time out. You just talked about the 3 read strategy, which I absolutely love. The 3 read strategy was very impactful for my students last year because they struggled with being able to make sense of word problems. Now, there are some resources that are available in iReady in order to help your students, graphic organizers to help them to go through each one of the steps and document their thinking. So we will link those resources. The one on the left is from iReady. The one on the right is one that I created, but I don't mind sharing it. It's very, very similar, but I needed to be able to do it through Google Slides because everything was online. So we'll share both of those with you in a link with this video.
Thanks for sharing that, Melissa. Remember that the 3 reach strategy incorporates the math practices that are so important for our students. Make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. And also incorporates that look for and make use of structure too.
I also want to pause and talk about how you can use Peardeck. So I am a Peardeck nerd. I absolutely love Peardeck. I am a cheerleader for Peardeck because it is one of the best applications, and it's paid for by Cincinnati Public Schools, in which to increase engagement in your classroom. Now, if you want to learn more information about Peardeck, Learning Technologies does workshops all the time. So be on the lookout on Schoology in order to get more information about Peardeck. But since these slides are already created, you can use the Peardeck add-on to make them interactive. You can have them draw using Peardeck digitally. You can have them type their answers using Peardeck digitally. And you see all of their answers in the Try It slide. And you can use this if you're in the classroom, or you can use it if you're doing remote learning.
That is really important. Also, when you get to the discuss it part, the kids, if you're doing remote learning or if you're in the classroom, you can bring that paired up and share different strategies. So right here, you don't have to remember that, oh, wait, I want them to stop and talk about the problem that they just did with each other, because sometimes you get into the math and you just keep rolling. So here the slide tells you it's time to stop. It's time to let them talk to a partner, talk to a group, do some of those Kagan strategies that we all know and love, and share their thinking.
You know, and that is so important that the slides give that pause so that you can have that discussion. And because I'm here cheerleading Peardeck and letting you know how you can use them so easily with these iReady slides, I wanted to point out that on your teacher dashboard on Peardeck, that you can actually present what the students said if you have them type it up or draw it out. So in my classroom, a lot of the times I like to choose one student that had really good reasoning and also one student who represented a common misconception. That way the kids can learn from the mistakes of their classmates. And when you present it, it's anonymous. So the kids don't know whose response is whose unless they're comfortable saying that's mine. But you can just talk about their strategies and their models in that discussion. It's a great, great tool for questioning and discussion and discourse.
Some of the slides will even have some strategy slides in there, like the picture it slides. Here you can see a model, and then they can compare it to another strategy. The final step in the try, discuss, connect routine is connected. So this gives a chance for the kids to think about the strategies they've seen through the discuss it models and connect it to a whole new problem to apply it to something new. Did they understand the strategies that they were shown? Do they understand how to read the problem? Right here is their chance to show it.
Now, I know I've been kind of a cheerleader about Peardeck this whole time, but I want to sneak another application in here as well, and that's Kami. Kami is a way for anyone to be able to write on a PDF digitally, almost like it's a piece of paper. So for remote learning, or even if you're just doing anything where you want the students to be able to write on it digitally, it is an absolute game changer. So you can use the slides, save them as a PDF, and have the students write on them with Kami, or again, you can use Peardeck to have the students write on it as well. And if you want more information about either of these applications, stay tuned because we're going to get some information and some workshops out there on those too.
I really like this slide deck because it has a reflection slide. If you have math journals, it is a great time to pull those out and have the kids write about the strategies they liked best, use their models, talk about how they would solve a problem, all kinds of great things, whatever you want them to reflect about in that math journal. this is the perfect slide to do that with. Voila! Right here is the famous exit ticket. So you don't have to print out lots and lots and lots of copies, because we know those copy clicks, they can be serious business. So we have lots of ideas that we're going to share in another coffee chat about how best to do your exit tickets, but you can always use Post-it notes, index cards, have those kids write the answer down.
So Miss Linville gave you a little bit of a sneak peek into our next coffee chat. We have tons of ideas about how to use our exit ticket, and we would like for you to share your ideas of using exit tickets as well. So hit us up on Google Chat or message on Schoology or email us even, and let us know your best practices for exit tickets. Well, thank you so much for coming by our coffee chat today and learning all about the already made up iReady slides that are going to be a time saver for you. We hope that you see value in this resource and it helps you in your practice. Thank you for stopping by. Until next time, have a great day.